Hello everyone, it's Lyndon Miller again with LMK Farms. Today's video is about our cattle drive. As you know, we move cows every other day, most times. Sometimes we move them every day, but this sometimes requires moving from one pasture down the road to another pasture. And that's just because I have all my cows in one group and I want to make a big, long loop so that I have about 65 to 75 days between grazing periods on each pasture or paddock. So the way we do this, after the cows have finished their last paddock in a particular pasture, we gather them, as in this video. I call them, and they come up to the gate by the road, and I wait till they're all gathered up, and I have somebody in the pasture behind them, kind of making sure all the calves come up with them, and then I can open the gate and let them out onto the road. I generally lead, and then I have two people behind them to push them ahead and follow and make sure that there's no stragglers. Now you're probably thinking, well, what do you do if cars come? How do you shut down the road? Well, we've kind of learned over time that string a hot wire across the road. I do that ahead of the cows. As I get there, I'll string it up and then keep driving forward. When people see cows, they pretty much are respectful and stop, and either the cows go around them or they wait and let them go past. So far we've had no accidents. People have been pretty understanding, and these are pretty back roads, and so there's not really a lot of traffic to deal with anyway. Maybe one or two cars in a drive like this. This time we were moving about 1.5 miles. It took us about an hour, maybe 50 minutes to an hour. So it took a little while, and I think we had 2 cars that we interrupted the entire time. So it wasn't like there was a lot of traffic that we had to deal with. I also have to pick the kind of time of day to move the cows, especially in the summertime. Early morning works best before it gets hot. So oftentimes it's 6:30 or 7 o'clock before I do go, and that means that there's going to be less traffic at that point of the day as well. So that's also helpful. So in preparation to move these cows, I went ahead about maybe the day before or maybe the morning of, depending on how much time I had, and I strung up all the wires. This time I had to string about 5 wires for this particular move, and they varied in length, so it wasn't like it was a big deal. My four-wheeler makes it very easy and quick to move wires, to reel them up and to put them down. So I went ahead and did all that, had everything in place, and then as I drove ahead of the cows, I was able to just, stop, lift the wire up so I could block a driveway or whatever, so cows wouldn't walk in there. That way, traffic could still flow until the very moment that I set out to move cows. You're probably thinking, how can he do this? This just takes a lot of time to move cows, and to walking down the road is a lot of energy, it takes a lot of help. Well, yes, it does, but the benefits are pretty astounding. I have seen a lot of benefits in doing it this way. My pastures have a long rest period so they can recover. You've heard me speak about that in other videos. And so, yeah, I don't make hay anymore like I used to. And so the time that I used to spend doing that, I just flipped to doing other things like moving cows and stringing up hot wires. It's not always easy. It's not always fun, but it is. The benefits are definitely there to outweigh the problems that I have doing it. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below.